Have you ever felt the sting of defeat? That moment when everything you've worked for seems to crumble? We all have. But what if I told you that in some of history's most crushing moments, one person's presence was enough to turn the tide, transforming a devastating loss into a brilliant new strategy? This isn't just about bouncing back. It's about seeing the battlefield in a whole new light. Imagine this. A general stares at a map, his forces in retreat, morale shattered. To everyone else, it's over. The war is lost. But then, she walks into the tent. She's not a soldier, not a strategist in the traditional sense. Maybe she's an advisor, a queen, or just someone with an unbreakable spirit. She looks at the same map, but she doesn't see lines of retreat. She sees corridors of opportunity. She doesn't see broken soldiers. She sees a flexible force ready for a new kind of fight. Her presence isn't about magic. It's about perspective. While others are mourning what was lost, she's already calculating what can be gained. She asks the questions no one else dares to. What if we're not retreating but luring them into a trap? What if this defeat frees us from defending a fixed position and allows us to become a phantom army, striking where they least expect it? Her calmness is contagious. Her questions spark new ideas. The energy in the room shifts from despair to intrigue. This is a story that has played out countless times, not just in war rooms, but in boardrooms, in startups, and even in our own personal lives. Think about a project at work that failed spectacularly. Everyone's pointing fingers, heads are down. Then, one team member speaks up. Okay, that didn't work, but look at what we learned. We now know exactly what our customer doesn't want. We have data no one else has. This isn't a failure. It's the most expensive and therefore most valuable market research we've ever done. Suddenly, the wreckage of the old project becomes the foundation for a new, smarter one. The defeat becomes a strategic pivot. The person who sparked this shift didn't bring more resources or a magic wand. They brought a different mindset. They brought presence. They refused to accept the narrative of failure. They looked at the same set of facts and wrote a different story, a story of future victory. This power isn't reserved for historical figures or business gurus. It's within you. When you face a setback, a personal defeat, you have a choice. You can dwell on the loss, or you can be the presence that changes the room, even if that room is just inside your own head. Ask yourself the questions. What has this defeat made possible? What am I free to do now that I wasn't before? Where is the hidden advantage? By shifting your focus from the pain of the past to the possibilities of the future, you turn your greatest defeats into your most powerful strategies. You become the one whose presence changes everything. Thanks so much for watching. If this idea resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on turning challenges into triumphs. See you in the next video.